Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope all of you are doing well. Today it's your 8th video lesson of computer subject. As you know, we just started our revision from our previous lesson. So today we will revise another topic, which is data protection and security. Data protection and security while surfing internet. Businesses and users suffer because of poor information security. Your personal data might reveal things that you would not like to disclose to the general public. This information can be stolen from a business database. This data can be used to harass people, commit fraud, and engage in other criminal activities as well. When this happens, fewer people use the internet. This results in a loss for online businesses. Therefore, it becomes important for them to protect their customers' data from being stolen or misuse. So here we have the contents of today's lesson. The first one is common security issues, forms of security threats, sources of security threats. Then we have the common modes of security threats, antivirus software, and at the end of the lesson, as you know, we have an activity. So at the right side of your computer screen, here we have data privacy and data security difference. So data privacy में क्या किया जाता है? Governing how data is collected, shared and used. While data security में क्या किया जाता है? Protecting data from internal and external attackers, और इसके बारे में हम क्लास में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं properly. So the first we have is common security issues. Here we have the 3 common security issues. As people have started sharing more and more information on the internet, the problems of data security have also grown. Some of these are man-made, like internet fraud and viruses, and while other are the result of natural disasters such as floods, fires, earthquake, and so on. So first of all, we will discuss about data privacy. Data privacy involves protecting information and allowing access to the relevant people only. As customers should trust businesses to secure their data, businesses need to judge who should have access to customer data and who should not. Since information is highly sensitive, checks and controls are placed on who can access it. Businesses do this by keeping your password secret or asking you a secret question. Right? The next one you have is identity theft. Identity theft happens when a person steals another's personal information from a computer and uses it for illegal activities. Identity theft is very common. It happens when one person steals another personal information from a computer and uses it for illegal activities. As I told it before, the thief might gain access to a person's password, personal data, credit card information, hobbies, interests, and so on. In this way, when the police try to trace the criminal, they end up arresting the person whose identity was stolen instead of the real criminal. The next one you have is integrity of data. Integrity of data is lost when unauthorized people access the data and either delete some information or add incorrect data. This happens very commonly on websites. Therefore, it is important to protect information from any unauthorized changes. There are various checks and controls that can be applied to protect the integrity of data. The next one we have is forms of security threats. The first one is phishing. Phishing happens when someone pretends to be reliable organization such as banks to obtain personal information from a user. तो फिशिंग में क्या किया जाता है? The fisher creates a website that is similar to the website of an actual bank. The fisher then send email messages to the customers of the actual bank, asking them to visit the fisher's website. This misleads internet users, and they disclose private information such as their bank account number on the fisher's website. The fisher can then misuse this information as well. The next one you have is adware. Adware is a type of software that displays advertisements from the internet on the computer screen. It is usually harmless, right? So इसमें क्या किया जाता है? एडवर्स में एडवर्टिजमेंट डिस्प्ले किए जाते हैं बार बार आपकी स्क्रीन पर. These advertisements appear in pop-up windows, right? This can be very irritating for the user because it has to close a pop-up window each time it appears. तो इसके साथ एक और सॉफ्टवेयर अटैच होता है जिसे कहा जाता है स्पाईवेयर. Spyware monitors the websites the user visits and send this information to the source. स्पाई किया जाता है आपको, जो वेबसाइट्स आप विज़िट करते हो, जो आपके इंटरेस्ट हैं, उनको स्पाई किया जाता है. और फिर क्या किया जाता है? दिस इंफॉर्मेशन sent to be predefined source, right? That source can then misuse the information or sell it to interested parties such as owners of other websites. The owners use this information to make their websites more interesting because they know what type of websites different users usually visit, right? The next one you have is internet fraud. Internet fraud means trying to trick or scam someone else using the internet. Internet fraud can take place on a computer programs such as chat rooms, email, message boards or websites. So fraud happens when a person cheats to another for some financial gain. Fraud is quite common in business. We hear about accidents of frauds all the time. Now that many businesses have become internet based, we also find fraud taking place over the internet as well. ठीक है, तो ऑनलाइन बिजनेसेस को फ्रॉड किया जाता है. ऑनलाइन बिजनेसेस जब अपनी ट्रांजैक्शंस कर रहे होते हैं तो उसमें स्कैम्स किए जाते हैं और फ्रॉड किया जाता है फॉर मनी एंड फॉर फन. द नेक्स्ट वन एंड द लास्ट वन सिक्योरिटी थ्रेट इज़ हैकर्स. Hackers are people who gain access to a computer and then carry out activities like stealing data, changing information, and so on. These activities are done without the knowledge of the original user. आपको नहीं पता कि आपकी जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन है वो हैक कर ली गई है और इसे मिसयूज़ किया जा रहा है, चेंज कर दिया गया है. Hackers usually target e-commerce website. E-commerce इलेक्ट्रॉनिक जो बिजनेसेस किए जाते हैं उनकी वेबसाइट्स को हैक करते हैं, या फिर ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग की वेबसाइट्स को. A hacker might hack a system to steal money and information or just for fun. Now the next one we have is sources of security threats. The first one is computer virus. A computer virus is a dangerous program that infected a computer and destroys the files stored on it. A virus is capable of replicating itself. ठीक है, वायरस क्या है? It is a program. Actually, it is a code which is attached itself to a file, and that file is called carrier file. ये हम लोग क्लास में भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, तो मैं रिवाइज करवा रही हूँ इसको. The next one you have is Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a harmful program that appears to be useful. It is commonly used to steal private information such as passwords from a computer. तो ट्रोजन हॉर्स वैसे तो नॉर्मली डेवलप किया जाता है कंप्यूटर नेटवर्क को लार्ज डिस्टेंसेस से कंट्रोल करने के लिए. A Trojan horse can also delete files from the computer, waste the memory of the computer, and force the computer to crash. It can also allow a hacker to view the user's computer screen. In this way, the hacker can keep a watch on what the user is doing on the computer. So, Hackers use Trojan horses to hack computer systems. The next one you have is worms. Worms are usually designed to overload computers, destroy files, or send copies of themselves to other computers automatically via email. They do not need carrier files to move to the different computers, जैसे कि ट्रोजन हॉर्स और नॉर्मल जो वायरसेस हैं उनको कैरियर फाइल्स रिक्वायर्ड होती हैं जिनके साथ वो अटैच होकर ट्रैवल करते हैं, जबकि वॉर्म्स को ऐसी कोई कैरियर फाइल रिक्वायर्ड नहीं होती. A key difference between a worm and a virus is that viruses normally attach to files and corrupt them. Worms create copies of themselves that are transmitted over computer networks. The Morris worm was one of the first computer worms to be distributed via internet. So at the right side of your screen, we have some more information related to the worms, viruses, and Trojan horses. Worms can self-replicate, viruses can self-replicate, while Trojan horses cannot self-replicate. Then worms do not need to attach themselves with existing programs. Viruses attach themselves with existing programs. और Trojan horses में क्या यूज़ किया जाता है? Spyware and ransomware. ठीक है? So these two are the types of Trojan horses software. So the next one we have is common modes of security threats. The first one we have is unsecured websites. Each website offers content that attracts users. These users might also include hackers in it. They might hack these websites so that any personal data that innocent users provide to the website is redirected to the hackers. Therefore, websites should maintain high security levels and users should think twice before giving away personal information to anyone on the internet. Okay, the next one is infected drives and devices. When a portable storage medium is used in an infected computer, the device gets infected too. When the infected storage medium is then used on another uninfected computer, the computer gets infected. Since viruses destroy data stored on the computer or cause it to the malfunction, we should avoid using portable storage devices from unknown sources and should install an antivirus program on our computers to guard against such threats. The next one we have is pirated softwares. Most software companies require users to pay a certain amount of money as licensing fee before installing and using any software made by the company. If a user obtains that software from same other source and starts using it without paying the licensing fee, it is called software piracy. The software is identified as pirated software. The next one we have is email attachments. The internet is a library for global information and also a very tricky place. Some internet users can circulate email messages that can cause harm to computer systems and result in a loss of data. This happens when innocent users click on email attachments that contain viruses. We can avoid this by only opening emails sent by people we know, right? Okay, now we have the next one slide, which is antivirus software. इतने ज़्यादा थ्रेड्स और सिक्योरिटी मोड्स और हमने इतने ज़्यादा सोर्सेज डिस्कस कर लिए हैं कि ये सारी की सारी जो मिस हैपनिंग्स हैं या फिर कुछ इलीगल एक्टिविटीज़ हैं या इंटरनेट के थ्रू हो सकती हैं, तो इससे प्रिकॉशंस के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए. तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे विच इज़ एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर. So computer viruses are extremely dangerous for the computer and the information stored on it. Antivirus software is a software that detects computer viruses and make them ineffective. The machine code of a virus is called a virus definition. As I told you before, that every virus is actually a code which attach itself to a carrier file for traveling. ठीक है, तो ये उसकी वायरस डेफिनेशन कहलाती है. To identify virus, the antivirus software matches its code to the virus definition stored on its database. ठीक है, तो आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए एंटीवायरस जब स्कैनिंग करता है तो मैच करता है उन सारे के सारे कोड्स को जो ऑलरेडी उसमें कोड को ऑलरेडी प्रोग्राम कर दिया गया है कि ये वो कोड्स हैं जो वायरसेस के कोड्स हैं. और जब आप स्कैन करोगे तो यू हैव टू फाइंड इट आउट, डिस्टैच विद द फाइल्स एंड देन रिमूव इट फ्रॉम योर कंप्यूटर ड्राइव्स और सिस्टम. राइट, तो वो मैच करता है उनको आइडेंटिफाई करने के बाद और फिर उसको सेपरेटली स्टोरेज से हटा देता है जब आप उसको अलाउ करते हो रिमूविंग के लिए. इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू अपडेट एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर बाय एडिंग अ न्यू वायरस डेफिनेशन टू डेटाबेस. तो क्यों ज़रूरी है? We should keep in mind that new viruses are being created all the time. It is impossible for single antivirus software to have every possible virus definition in its database. Therefore, it is important for its database to be updated by adding new virus definitions to the existing ones. Hope अच्छा सा रिवाइज हो चुका है. Now, here we have an activity. So starting from read page number 95 till page number 102, then you have to revise your notes from your notebook जो हमने क्लास में किए थे. And after this lesson, revising your notes and after reading your book, you have to solve your worksheet accurately and then send it back to me for grading. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.